Alright guys and gals, this is the final video on my Chinese diesel heater install. As you can see, I've got my fresh air intake in a recirculating pattern coming out of the room that's on the other side of that door, which we'll go into in just a minute. And you can probably hear my heat exchanger fans that are running right now. They're blowing nice warm air through this intercooler. I'm not necessarily promoting any of the accessories that I purchased, but let's just say that eBay and Amazon are your friend. The intercooler came from eBay. The 12-volt power supply and the automotive switch came from Amazon. I've got a temperature switch that is determining fan operation. And by the time I leave this room, that fan should kick off. There it goes. So anyway, real quick, I had to kind of fabricate an intercooler with a reducer sleeve I got on Amazon, and then I wrapped the main exhaust pipe with Kevlar header wrap to try to maintain some of the heat and get it into the intercooler. And then my exhaust goes out the wall, and this pipe is literally lukewarm at best. So the intercooler's doing its job fantastically. 12-volt power supply again came from Amazon. And then my two fans that were originally purchased for a fireplace heat exchanger that I purchased and built for my fireplace inside my house. And then, as I mentioned, I've got it on a thermostatic switch. Kicks the fans on and off when the intercooler gets to 185 degrees. And then it shuts down at 165. So, anyway, fresh air intake. And then I think if you look at one of my other videos, you'll see what I did for the fuel tank. Instead of putting an external fuel tank, I kept the one that was in it. And there's my fans again. Oh, that's nice. I ran a tube to the bottom of the tank because the nipple that comes out of the tank is about 3/4 of an inch above the bottom of the tank. So it kicks off, and there's still probably 8 to 10 ounces of fuel in there. So we're literally cutting at least 6 hours of runtime off it. So now I draw right off the very bottom of the tank. And again, you can check one of my other videos and you'll see that. So anyway, let's go into this room and I'll show you the setup. This is a 10 by 18 dog nursery. I am actually babysitting a dog for a friend of mine, so she stays in here. And hopefully she won't bark, but let's see. Macy! And this is Macy, the golden retriever. Anyway, she'll be staying in here for the next 2 or 3 nights. And she will be at a balmy 65 degrees. I got one little circulation fan here in the corner. And again, it's 10 by 18 with low ceiling. And it's a very well insulated ceiling with fiberglass, and I've got bubble wrap as the actual ceiling. And then we come over here, and this is where the business is. My discharge tube with the louvered vent, and then I put my intake tube down here. And I do have underneath that cover, I used one of the pre-filters from a shop vac and I cut it square, and then that is kind of a filter for dust and dirt and dog hair, so it doesn't get sucked up into the heater itself. And then I just finally moved the LCD panel out here. So I'm gonna bring this back down now that we're warm enough in here. Let's go level 5. I've yet to still play around with the control panel. But anyway, guys, hope you are finding my install helpful for ideas. I know I got a bunch of ideas from people on YouTube as well. And Macy thanks everyone for their great idea, because now she'll be toasty warm in here. So, and then, well, let me back up. So I got a nice insulated sliding barn door. These walls are all very insulated between the garage. And so again, we're hoping for the best. Today is about 24 or 25 degrees outside, and we got 20 to 25 mile an hour winds, which are making it very cold. I don't know, you guys want to see my intake and my exhaust. Very simple, couple of holes. Here's my intake with the filter, and then I did a double, that's 1.25 inch cast iron pipe to obviously relieve the wall of any heat, even though that pipe, the exhaust pipe that goes through there, which is right here, here's the other side of the cast iron pipe. I mean, this is literally, I don't even think this pipe is probably 50 degrees. It's lukewarm. So the intercooler's doing a great job. And although this wasn't my original idea, it's working out very well. I had to modify it a couple of times. Didn't know where to put it, but I made my heater bracket just out of some 2x3s, some fairing strips that are screwed to the studs in the wall. You know, the furnace and the intercooler aren't that heavy. I mean, what do we got? Maybe 20 pounds worth of stuff there at best. So I'm not worried about having to use steel brackets or anything in the wall. But anyway, guys, hope you like it. Hope it gives you some ideas. And again, I thank everybody that has shown me a few tricks. So good luck and stay warm.